we are in the kitchen making ice cream sandwiches, but apparently they have a bit of a savory twist. To explain how this is even possible, Milk Street TV cook Bianca Borges is here. Welcome, Bianca. We're so excited to have you here.
I'm thrilled to be here. Thank
Milk
you.
Street TV is a big deal, so we are very excited to have you
Excellent.
here.
Yeah.
Joining Cam at the counter is Paigey and Ken, because ice cream sandwiches are equally a big deal.
Hello.
They are.
You guys
They are.
dig in. This begins with something called the Benne seed, correct?
It is derived from the Benne seed. That was the inspiration for this cookie.
Now, what is the Benne seed?
Well, the Benne seed is originally from the South, and the Benne seed wafers became a very famous cookie that is made with the Benne seed. But what we're doing today is using sesame seeds because everyone can get those.
So basically, the Benne seed was the original sesame seed.
Yes.
And they taste very similar.
They taste very similar. The Benne seed flavor is a little deeper and nuttier. So what we're going to do with our sesame seeds is combine white sesame seeds and black sesame seeds to get that sweet and bitter combination. And we're going to toast them to bring out the flavor even more.
Okay, so how long will we toast these?
Well, we've toasted these in a hot, dry skillet until they're very light brown. And we're using the black and white seeds together because obviously you can tell when they're toasted by looking at the white seeds.
Oh, right,
and
because you wouldn't be able to tell if the black ones were done, would you? Oh, that's smart. Okay.
So, as soon as they're done, we're going to take them out of the skillet so they don't get too dark. And we're just going to put them right into the skillet.
Having the black and white too.
Smell
Aren't they? They're beautiful.
It smells delicious.
Oh, interesting.
Isn't that an incredible cookie, isn't it?
So while those cool off, we are going to make our delicious cookie dough.
Yes. So we toasted the seeds and we also toasted the butter, which is called browning the butter.
Oh my gosh, I love brown
the
butter
best.
so much, Bianca. It's so good.
Brings out the nutty flavor that's going to complement the sesame seeds.
Okay.
All right, see the brownness in there?
Yeah.
And to this, we're going to add tahini, which is yet another layer of sesame flavor. Sesame is to tahini what peanuts are to peanut butter.
That's right.
So
it's really layering the flavor here. Now, this all began because of a cookie, but you turned it into something even more special.
Well, this is an exclusive for home and family.
Yeah.
It is, right? Yeah, the recipe at Milk Street is the cookie, and the cookie's an incredible cookie. Incredible. No one's going to be sad to have just this cookie. But coming on here, we wanted something summery, so we thought ice cream.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
I feel so privileged.
First ever. So this is turbinado sugar.
Yes, and you can see the coarseness of it. And that crunchiness is going to contribute to the cookie because the sugar will not dissolve all the way.
Okay. Oh, look at that.
Isn't that beautiful?
Oh, Bianca, I could just eat that right there.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
It's kind of like, no, you can't eat it now. The raw egg, isn't it?
Well,
Okay.
you know, we ate so
You
much
could.
cookie
I
dough
guess
as
you
children.
could.
We all survived.
You're right.
We're fine.
And it looks like wet sand at this point.
Okay, so you really want it to look like wet sand. Now, a very important tip here is don't add your flour yet.
Right. You can add the salt at this point.
But not the flour.
But not the flour.
How come?
Because the sesame seeds will not incorporate with the flour already in it. They kind of just fall apart. They kind of fall off to the side.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is put the seeds in now. And how do you think we discovered that? Right.
How many times did you try this?
Yeah, a little trial and error.
This, as simple as this cookie is, you can see that it's coming together just by hand.
Yeah.
It took a good dozen tries to get
Really?
this right. Yeah.
Well, if you need to test anything else, you just let us know.
free.
All right, great.
Yeah,
Thank you.
we're there for you.
Now we can add the flour, which also has a little bit of baking powder in
Okay.
it. Oops, sorry, baking soda.
Baking soda. All right. Take that.
What's amazing about the flavors is like a grown-up ice cream cookie.
That's a really great way
It's
to
very
put it.
sophisticated. I could eat this all day long.
Yeah.
It's the ice cream sandwiches.
That's the problem.
More sophisticated cousin who went to college.
Exactly.
Got it. You nailed it.
This ice cream sandwich went to
When
an Ivy
summered
League
in Europe.
school. That's
Right.
right.
And I can testify that you keep these in the freezer and 5 days later they're still good.
Really?
Yes.
If they'll last for 5 days.
Well, I can't test beyond that because.
Okay, so now we have to bake the cookie before we can make it a sandwich.
Yes. So we're going to do mounded tablespoons.
Okay.
And we're going to make little mounds on the sheet tray, and we're going to flatten them with the palm of our hand so to get that shape to make this ice cream sandwich.
They won't flatten out on their own, huh?
No, they will not.
Okay.
They will not.
So
It's
make sure
an
you
amazingly dense cookie. It's fantastic, but as you can see by eating it, it has a crispy, light texture.
Yes.
It's crunchy and soft at the same time. It's actually kind of perfect for ice cream.
Could you do a flour swap out with the cookie, or is it? you know, like could you use a different type of flour?
Oh, you mean to be a not gluten?
Yeah.
You mean a gluten-free cookie? Well, you need a certain amount of gluten because that's really the only thing that's holding this cookie together.
Right.
You know, there's not a whole lot of, there's only one egg in the whole
Right.
thing.
I
All
mean,
right,
but I
so-
suppose you guys could test that as well and get back
Yeah.
to us.
yeah, we
Let us know on
can do
that.
that. Yes, absolutely.
You let us know how that works out. So then this goes in the oven for how long?
Yeah, this goes in the oven for 12 to 14 minutes at 350.
Oh, look at
You
those.
want them just very lightly brown on the outside.
Okay. Then those have to actually go in the freezer for a few minutes, correct?
Yes, once the cookies are completely cool, we put them in the freezer because when you're putting ice cream in a cookie, you want the cookie to be cold so the ice cream doesn't melt as quickly.
I did not
Here
know
we
that.
are.
Perfect.
Beautiful.
Okay.
And now we
We're
build
going
our
to
ice cream
turn
sandwich.
half of them over. Yep.
Now, what kind of ice cream are we putting in here?
Well, what kind do you like?
I mean, I like every kind of ice cream. I'm a traditionalist, I think. I love the vanilla bean.
Yeah. Vanilla's really, really good with these.
This has some sort of caramel
what is this?
situation.
This
It's so fabulous.
This is a dulce de leche, and
oh,
the
well, can't go
caramel
wrong with
with
that.
that nutty sesame taste is
I have
really,
pretty
really
good
good.
restraint when it comes to like, you know, eating a little bit of
Oh
this.
my
That's not what
gosh,
I hear.
I honestly, this has won the battle of me trying to be, you know, careful about how much I'm
He
eating.
looked
This
at
is
us and said, I'm in trouble.
Oh my God, so good.
Yeah, I know.
I'm trying. I mean, it's going to be gone by the end of this, but
Oh, that's good.
Okay, so here, would you like to
Sure.
squish?
have a little taste here.
Yeah.
And then
So
after we
just-
do this, we have to put them back in the
Yeah,
freezer,
because they're a
correct?
little squishy now. I mean, you could eat it, but the ice cream's gonna, you know, squish out.
Well, that's okay.
So they need about 2 to 3 hours in the freezer, or however long your freezer needs, or overnight. You can store them, or for 5 days if you dare.
And then there they are,
Yeah.
Bianca.
Those look so
So
good.
Debbie, your mind is going to be blown.
You're gonna have a bite, and you're gonna be like, I'm never gonna have a regular
you.
ice cream sandwich. again.
Cheers. No, thank you.
So good. Wait for it. Wait
Yeah.
for it. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Thank
What
you,
is
Bianca.
happening?
I know.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if my taste buds have gone crazy.
All of the above. Fantastic. Thanks
Thank
for being here.
Thank
So
you
delicious.
so
Full
much.
recipe.
Phenomenal.
Hallmarkchannel.com, everybody. Connect with Bianca
Phenomenal.
at 177milkstreet.com.